So, Amrut, now let's move ahead and talk about another important point, which is about reading. We come across so many interesting thoughts, frameworks, so many tips and all, but not many people implement what they read, right? And I came across some of your articles where you said reading and not implementing is as good as not reading at all. So, can you elaborate this?
That's my next book to be launched on 16 December this year. How to implement the books that you read. And the subtitle is exactly that you said. Reading and not implementing is not reading. See, we think that learning and doing are two different phases, or reading and implementation are two different phases. Unfortunately, this comes from our old education system where you are supposed to sit within the four walls of the classroom, learn for 10, 15 years, and then apply in the real world as if the classroom was not a real world. It was like a fantasy. That's the problem. Learning and doing are not two different phases. It's one and the same. A girl wants to learn piano, for example. Will she say, I'm learning piano, then I'll play piano? Does that happen so? No. We don't know now. The two phases are so merged, so interlinked. We don't know whether she's playing or learning. It happens simultaneously. But I was supposed to sit in the classroom to learn trigonometry by just sitting and listening to my boring teacher, and I understood nothing. The sine, cos, and theta was like I thought I had dyslexia for trigonometry and geometry. But had my teacher taken me out of my classroom to that nearby flyover bridge, which was under construction then, when I was in seventh grade, and she had told me that Amrut, look, the sine cos theta principles are used here on this bridge, or else the bridge will collapse. I would have loved to learn trigonometry more, isn't it, Naveen? By doing the things on the bridge, every single sentence which was part of your syllabus in school days, in your college days, is being applied somewhere in some corner of the world. The law of relativity, E is equal to mc square, is used in your Google GPS maps, the latitude, longitude. It's all about law of relativity. Then we have to find out that and go and do those things. That's all. There is nothing theoretical. I think some schools have started doing this, and that's everything I'm going to write. Different ways of implementation. No, invisible implementation. There are two ways of implementation. Not every idea is actionable. Not every idea is actionable. There are two types of implementation. One is the author tells you a clear actionable step. One, two, three, you have to take these steps, right? The second is mindset shifting ideas. You don't have to take any concrete physical action, but bring a change in your mindset. See, for example, I read a book called Quiet. I used to feel before I read the book, I used to find introverts as dumb people. ना? थोड़ा दिमाग ढीला होता है उनका. Sorry, I'm speaking in Hindi. Mumbai guys have this bad habit of speaking in English. English is a new language of convenience in Mumbai.
Right.
And so introvert. I used to find these boys and girls who were very shy, not expressive, like dumb people with low IQ. And after I read this book, Quiet, by Susan Cain, it's all about introvert people. I realized she said that the quality of an idea and the ability to express that idea are two completely different skills. It has nothing to do with each other. And I felt like a tight slap on my face that, yeah, it's so true. Just because they are not able to speak well, to put it on proper, to paraphrase them, the words, that doesn't mean they do not have great ideas in their mind. And my whole approach changed. Now, whenever I realize that the other person is finding it hard to open up, I'll encourage them to speak more. In the meetings, usually, if you see, Naveen, the flashy guys end up talking the most. If there is a 30-minute meeting, 25 minutes only they'll talk, and they become the showstopper, the most attractive person of the meeting. But now what I do is every person in the meeting will get 3 minutes to speak, not more, not less. Now I'm doing justice to all the ideas which are there. Whether you are not able to express or you are a great orator, doesn't matter. All the ideas come to me, and I'm at a great advantage. Now, was not an actionable step. It was about changing your approach towards introvert people.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could empathize with them now. Yeah. So these are the kind of implementations we have to do, and we'll have to wait for another 1.5 months
Mhm.
to get this book. Yeah.
Yeah.